Hey there, YouTubers. This is Jace for Marshall Made Collectibles, and today we have an unboxing and review of Sideshow Collectibles 6-scale Batman figure. Now, this is based off of the comic book and not based off of any movie or anything like that. We have a plethora of the Christian Bale Batmans out there, and now Hot Toys is starting to go into the realm of the TV series and the older movies with Keaton. But this is just based off of the source material, which is the comic book, which I'm kind of glad to see. I'm really a big fan of DC comic characters, and I'm looking forward to their Superman. They've got a Flash that's going to be coming out, and a Superman. They've already released some villains. They've released Catwoman, the Joker, and Harley Quinn. But this is their first hero, and it also comes on their new hero buff muscular body. This version that we have today is the Sideshow exclusive, so you can tell the difference in that because of the packaging has their little silver foil. And the main difference between this and the regular edition, this has 3 heads. The standard edition comes with 2 different heads. This one has a battle-damaged head with the lower jaw looking like it's been, swollen and beat up. First of all, we'll go over the packaging. It's in a nice flat black. The bat is raised, so is the title of Batman, the name. And you have this blue line which continues throughout the packaging on the bottom. On the side, we have the name Batman and some bats flying in blue. The Batman here is almost like a silver gray, and it again is raised. On the back, we have It's not a picture of the figure. It's almost like an artist rendition of the figure, and honestly can say I'm not too big of a fan of this figure picture. On the Joker one, we had some really nice artwork. It kind of was reminiscent of Brian Bolland. This almost makes the cowl look clunky, like it's like an armor instead of a mask that he wears. I don't know. I've kind of got mixed feelings about it. From what I've seen of the figure, I think the figure is going to be great. I just think they could have picked a better artwork for the back of the box. Again, you've got the blue line or banner saying Sideshow Collectibles at the bottom. On the other side, again, we have the Batman title, the blue bats flying, and the tops and the bottom of the packaging, there's actually nothing. It's just flat black. It is a coffin-style box like the Joker was, so that means that all we have to do is we lift off the top. And I just got this in, so I have not unboxed it yet. And again, we have that picture that I'm not too big of a fan of right here on the front. Picture of him grabbing his grappling gun, putting on his belt, grabbing his batarangs, and then gritting his teeth. Again, this is a painted picture and everything like that, but to me the cowl just looks too clunky. This just comes right off. We'll go ahead and remove that and put that to the side. And we can see our Batman figure. Like I said, this is a 3-head version, so instead of like the standard, which that would just be black plastic, you have the housing for it. And what's cool about these heads is even though you've got a short ear, a long ear, and then a long-eared battle damage version, the lower parts of the jaw, or the facial sculpt, is interchangeable with all 3, which gives you the equivalent of like 9 different head styles that you could eventually have. So we'll go ahead and take out this tray. Nope. We have a lower tray too. Alright, we'll just put that back for right now. We'll go over the accessories individually. And I don't know if you can see the figure really well in the clam. But let's go ahead and we'll take off this plastic here so you can see. really really nice sculpt. I really like it a lot. After seeing so many of the different high-end Hot Toys figures that have come through here at Marshall Made, especially a lot of the Hot Toys Bale, Batmans and everything, it's really nice to see a comic book version. So let's go ahead and take him out. Incredible sculpt. I really like the short ear version. Very reminiscent of a Frank Miller Batman. And he's got some heft to him. This is not a lightweight figure. Got a really nice belt buckle there that's kind of looks like it's been brushed. You have fabric pouches that go all the way around. The cape, wow, the cape is super nice. It's got a weight to it. It has a leathery feel to it, almost like a spandex, like a swimsuit material almost. That's what makes me think of. Massive arms. He's got his gauntlets. Those don't feel too bendy. Got some nice detail on the fist there. You can actually see the seam on the inside of the gauntlet there. The eyes, I don't know if you can tell, they look like they're painted almost a white and then a silver inlay where the pupil is. And they look almost like they're inset into the cowl instead of just painted where it's molded. I know a lot of people were saying that the lower part of the face looked almost green. I don't see that on this one at all. The bat is nice. It's actually on the material itself. The trunks appear to be separate. And nice detail on the boots. I don't know if you can see down below. They have black soles. But the boots are independent of the ankle, so you'll get a lot of posability out of that. Alright, so let me set him back here a little bit. And we'll take a look at some of these other heads, if I can get them out. No twist ties, I'm a huge fan of that. That's the long-haired, angry version. Did I say hair? I meant eared. Long-eared. That is very cool. I've seen pictures of the scowl or this angry look on the short eared version, and it kind of reminds me of the Frank Miller Dark Knight cover of, I think it is issue 2. Oh, just drop stuff. Okay, let's get out the other one. Put that over there. Wow, this is nice. It's got this one you can actually see like where it's cracked the cowl and there's like armor up underneath. There's scratches on it. Almost makes the cowl look like it's metal. He's got a busted chin. He's got another wound over there. It looks like his lips all puffy. There's scrapes all over it. In the back there's a little crack there too. Definitely cool. Glad I got the exclusive version. Another little ding there, like he took a good old hit, and it looks like the cowl's cracking. And these pieces, I guess, yeah, they just pull right off. So you can go ahead and change out the looks, where you could have the messed up cowl and him looking all pissed off. They change out pretty easily. It's just kind of like little plugs. Almost reminds you of like a Lego kind of thing if you look in there. Very nice. Okay, what I'm going to do here, So let's move this other tray out of the way. Let's move Batman over here. And as always, like on all my reviews, at the very end, I'll have some really nice up-close HD photos of everything. I'm going to go ahead and move the box out of the way, too. Okay, don't know if you can see all the accessories that we have here, but besides the two hands that he already comes on the figure, we end up with, looks like 4 more left hands and 3 more right ones. We have the grapple gun, and it's got 2 different types of grapple. One that you can just have the end looking like it's in the gun, one with a rope, the extendable stand. We have 4 different batarangs, and the stand base itself. So let's go ahead and open this up. And we'll go through the pieces real quick. Alright, then we have like the karate chop type hands, and you have 2 of those, a left and a right. And one thing I really do like about Sideshow that I wish Hot Toys would take a page from, if you look at every one of these hands, they already come with wrist pegs. So you're not trying to get that little nub that's in these hands off. You just take them off and you can exchange them out with your other hands. And that way, if a wrist peg breaks or what have you, you have spares. But at the same time, you're probably not going to break them, because normally that's where people break them anyway, is at the ends of these little balls that go into the actual rubber part of the hands. Just makes it so much collector friendly when they add the extra wrist pegs, or they're already on the hands. Okay, next down on the tray we have 2 grabbing hands, almost small grabbing. I guess these would be for the batarangs. That one's really tight kind of grab. Really nicely shaded, nicely painted. Really good detail. This is kind of cool. This one is a right fist, and it's got the kryptonite ring on it. And it's not just painted. If you look really closely, that is like a little piece of translucent green plastic in there. And it gives the illusion of it being a gem, and then they paint it around it where there's like a green haze going to the rest of the hand. Really cool. So you can go kick Superman's ass. A good gripping hand. And the rubber on this is not too tight, so you will be able to open these up and get the accessories in without having to worry about cracking anything. Pegs are a little bit different than what we're used to, too. They're smoother, so they'll go in and out a lot easier than what we've had before. That's cool. And the last one is an extra left hand, and I guess it's, yeah, this is going to be another tight gripped one for like doing a batarang. The fingers are tight against the palm, and just the pointing finger is loose. All right. All our batarangs. We've got this one. It almost has like a knife edge going all the way around it. Very cool. And the other ones all appear to be the same. They are painted black, but they have like brush lines in them where you can see like silver coming through, like they've been used or damaged, giving the illusion that they are metal that's been painted black, and they slowly have worn off from him chunking them around Gotham. Really nice. Next we have our Gatling gun, which is a huge honking Gatling gun. Very reminiscent to me from the look, like almost like the original Batman movies from like the Tim Burton Batman movies. Kind of has that look to it. And this is the one that's kind of cool, because you have this stem that goes in here like that, and it allows your grapple gun to have that look like it's getting ready to fire. And those even have a painted edge on them, like once they got a hold of something they would crack into it or rip into it. Very neat. Be careful with those, they feel like they would be that fragile ABS plastic. And then you can change out that out of your grapple gun and put your other one in. That now lets you have this long rope. Oh, I thought I was going to get a knot. Has a long over a foot, and you can put your little end of your grapple on there. And then you could have like a nice pose where it's shooting up to the corner of your shelf or something like that. Very cool. Nice tidbit. A lot of extra detail. Then we have the stand, which is the kind that we had with the Joker. No, Joker didn't have one. The Joker had the old Sideshow stand, but it's the kind of stand that you saw with Harlequin and Catwoman. That hexagon type of stand also came with the Sideshow Nathan Drake figure. But this has got a new kind of like a flight type thing where you can bring your Batman out further. Let's see if I can get it to come out. Yeah, you could actually have them pretty darn high up off the ground, and then you have the lower one that you could do for like his groin area and have him standing on it. Very cool. So I'll work out some poses on that and see what I can come up. That almost looks like it's too high though to be in his. No, I guess not. All right. But the bottom of the base almost looks like the Batcave. Kind of has that stone wash look to it. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and put him together and pose him in some things, and we'll be right back, and I'll give you my final thoughts on Sideshow's new 6-scale Batman figure, and then I'll have some HD photos for everybody at the end. Okay, guys, I just wanted to wrap up real quick, and the more I keep getting into this figure, the more I'm just absolutely falling in love with it. This has to be my favorite 1/6 scale figure to come out this year. If you're a comic nerd like I am, then Christmas came early this year. Because I have not seen nothing to come down the pike that even comes close to what we have here. I know DC Direct quite a few years back put out a whole line of comic book figures, and I remember picking up all of them as they came out. And they even had a different Batmans. They had an Alex Ross one, a Justice version is what they called it. They had the black and gray Jim Lee version of Batman, and then they had the 1970s blue and gray with the yellow oval Batman. But nothing like this. This is just phenomenal. One of the things I noticed, I didn't when I was doing the unboxing, I noticed the stand it's really tall, and it has a crotch part that goes into this lower part, and then a waist one that goes at the top. Well, in the bottom of it, there's actually even a smaller one that you can do and have it against the stand if you want your figure just to be on the base normal. You don't have to make him look like he's flying through the air, which is nice. It gives you the opportunity to pose your figure in different ways. Some of the things that I want to address that I know some people have said, even over on like the 1/6 scale forum or the Sideshow Freaks or 1/6 Warriors, a lot of people were complaining that the belt looked like it was too new or what have you. I haven't noticed that on mine. Mine almost has a wash on it where it has like it's been weathered already. And I love the look of it because it doesn't look pristine. Again, the cape, without a doubt, it has to be one of the nicest 1/6 scale capes I have ever seen. It has that nice, almost satin look on the inside, while on the outside it almost has a leathery kind of feel to it. It has a nice weight, and it's absolutely huge. You could actually put like thin rods through here, like little metal dowel rods, or hell, you could even go with something as easy as like shish kebab skewers, little bamboo ones, and wrap them in the cape, and then have him grab onto it, and you could have that big old open cape kind of look like he's jumping down. Again, the multiple heads gives you endless types of posability and different setups for them. Just extremely cool. I couldn't be happier for the figure. I know a lot of people complain about the price on them too, but when you look at what Hot Toys is asking for some of theirs, I would pay this over and over again for this kind of figure and quality. I've already got the Superman pre-ordered. I will be right on it when they come out with all the other ones if they continue to be this good. So I look forward to the Flash, the Green Lantern. Hopefully we'll get a Neil Adams version of Green Arrow, which would be an ultimate for me. I would love that. And I would love to see a Firestorm with like that translucent flames in his hair kind of thing. That would be really, really cool. Anyway, please stay tuned and you'll see some HD photos of everything from the accessories to the figure, and I'll have them posed in some different different ways at the end. And again, thank you for watching. This is Jace for Marshall Made Collectibles.